take you to your matter.
I was telling the Honorable Chungwa that, I've been out of this house for some time. I've been engaged in other national duties outside. Mr. Speaker, I was rising on a point of order number 20A5. But simply put, without really prevaricating, Mr. Speaker, I did write to you on the 6th of April, communicating the decision of the minority coalition, the removal of Honorable Sabina Chege as the deputy minority whip. Oh, I hear she's party leader. I don't know about that. I know that the leader of the Jubilee Party, which is a constituent party of Azimio, is none other than His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Mr. Speaker.
Order.
I don't want to be drawn into
yes, Keynan,
internal.
what is it? Order, honorable members. The statement by Honorable Wandayi should not excite you unnecessarily. Yes?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is it in order for the Honorable Wandayi to mislead this House and Kenyans in general that Uhuru Kenyatta is the leader of Jubilee when we have just made a decision and our party leader is the Honorable Sabina Chege, Mr. Speaker? And is he in order, Mr. Speaker? Is he in order, Mr. Speaker?
Order.
Yes. Leader.
Order. Order, honorable members, order. Order. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, Honorable Keynan, order. 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 Order, honorable members, order. Honorable Keynan, take your seat. Order. Order, honorable members. Order, Rosa Buyu, order. Order, Jacko Wamboka, order. Take your seats. Order. 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 Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Honorable Member Mbeyu. Honorable Mbeyu. Any more misconduct and you'll get the distinction of being the first for me to send out. I don't want you to have that distinction, but you are inviting it. Order, Honorable Rosa Buyu. It is enough for you to speak from where you are. It's totally out of order to picket along the aisle to go and menace another member. Order, Honorable Rosa Buyu. Order. Honorable members, order. The floor is with the Honorable Opiyo Wandayi. He will be heard uninterrupted, and anybody who engages in misconduct, you will be inviting your exclusion from the chamber.
Especially in day public schools, both primary and secondary. Do we have a policy that can direct or can guide us on how to harmonize the activities that are done inside the schools and outside the schools so that we can succeed together. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Bahati. Today is the day of the ladies. Give the mic to the member for Bahati.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is directed to the Cabinet Secretary, and mine is to request that you tell us how far are you to complete equipping all the TVETs that the government has put money into, because those institutions need to be used, and unfortunately, they are not in use because we lack equipment. Thank you.
Yes, Hassan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to ask a follow-up question to the Cabinet Secretary for Education. And mine is relating to the schools in Nairobi. Schools in Nairobi are performing very poorly in exams, from the primary school exams to the secondary school exams. And the state of some of these schools, despite the fact that we have invested very heavily in infrastructure through the CDF funds, have teachers who have overstayed, teachers who have gone native, some of them who do private activities rather than focusing on the schools. And some of these schools are run by cartels that do illegal businesses, as you have had from the Embakasi West Member of Parliament. So my question is, what action are you taking as the Cabinet Secretary to address this particular problem, this chronic problem, and reform and bring changes into the schools in our community in Nairobi, so that Nairobi's performance can be as equal to other regions? Because at the moment we are much lower in performance than many other regions that are seriously underdeveloped. And this is the capital city of the Republic of Kenya. So what action are you taking to change things around and making sure that, in fact, these teachers are removed, the schools are reformed, and you address this issue of underperformance or poor performance in our schools?
Thank you. Honorable Kibet. And you call Kibet? No, the member behind you. Kipkelion. Hillary, sorry, Hillary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The biggest challenge we have in the running of our schools is lack of teachers, poor staffing, Mr. Speaker. And most of the time, parents pay teachers through BOM. And the Teacher Service Commission had come with a plan of introducing interns to teach in these schools. But the problem is, when vacancies arise, the same interns are recruited and taken to schools away from the schools they are teaching, yet they have a shortage. What is the ministry doing to make sure that when vacancies arise, these interns are given the stations they teach as their first priority? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. Which way? Now I've given you. Yes, the Honorable Member here. Member Richard Yegon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I would like to ask the question, the Cabinet Secretary. Could the Cabinet Secretary explain why primary school students and officials from Bomet County who participated in the Rift Valley Regional Athletics Games competition held at Narok County from the 16th to the 19th of April 2023 were not facilitated in good time, prompting unknown individuals to coerce members of the public and to fundraise through social media. Members of parliament from the 5 sub-counties, each being asked to contribute 40,000 shillings, and the governor to raise 100,000.
You are making a speech. Ask a question.
This is a question. I've just asked that question.
Yes.
And then, number 2, explain how students and the officials from other 13 other 13 counties in the Rift Valley region.
Honorable, you are actually out of order. I gave you room to ask a supplementary question. It has to, order, honorable member, it has to relate to what was asked, but I've been allowing members to ask what in law we call a justem generis to the question. Related to the question. But now you are reading a statement or something. That is not a supplementary question. If you have a question that is totally different from this, you ask for permission, and the chair will give you room to ask. The minister is here for a long haul. But procedurally, a supplementary question is an extempore question, where you just stand up and ask in relation to a question asked or related to a question asked. Okay, ask your question. And
thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for being guided.
But that's
Thank
how
you.
it should be.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to know how the other sub-counties, the other counties of 13 counties were facilitated to go to this NAROC competition which was going on for this, which was going on at the 16, between the 16 and the 19. How were they facilitated? And Bomet County was not facilitated, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Member for Owen Bayer, your constituency is Kilifi North. I'll come to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I would like to ask a supplementary question following on a question on registration of schools. Honorable Speaker, in Kilifi County, we have 186 schools that have not been registered. 186, both public and private. These schools have children going to these schools. Some of them have even done Form 4 exams twice. Others have done KCPE twice, 3 times. They have not been registered. The schools are suffering, and the children and the parents have to keep on paying fees, and yet government can support. Honorable Speaker, what can you do to help the people of Kilifi County in the registration of schools? I thank you.
Women Rep Isiolo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Minister, be ready to answer those, then we'll do another round. Just hold your horses. I'm here with you the whole afternoon.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My questions are specific to junior secondary schools, and these are observations I made in my county. And I want to know why junior secondary school textbooks supplied are for only 3 learning areas out of the 12 which other counties have received. For the case of Isiolo, why only 3 out of 12 learning areas? Number 2, why classrooms and laboratories are not enough for junior secondary school learners in my county? The other question still on J.
Give her the mic. Ask the last one.
Why teachers posted to those schools are not enough? Every school has got just 1 teacher, and that's not sufficient. And finally, guidelines for registration is not available, and also guidelines for lunch is not available for junior secondary schools. That is for Isiolo County. Kindly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Minister Machogu, answer those 10 interventions. We'll do another round. Members.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. The first question from the Honorable Member of Parliament for Embakasi is that as a ministry, and I made this very clear, that anybody transacting business within the school compound, the necessary action will be taken, and there is no doubt what was happening in that particular school, Moja, actually started way back in 2016. And I have already taken action. There is no any kind of business now going on, and anywhere, not only in that particular school, but any particular school in the country that there is any such business going on, we will be able to close it down and, of course, take the necessary action that is required to be taken. And I assure the Member of Parliament for Embakasi that what we are doing is proper audit such that we are able to establish the amount of money that the school was able to get over the years since 2016 out of the kind of business that they were dealing with. And once we get that, we will also insist to get how that particular money was expended, was utilized, and if it was not utilized, anybody who took the money will be made to pay, and if they don't pay, the necessary legal action will be taken against the Board of Management and any such head teacher who was concerned or involved in that particular malpractice. So we are taking action on that, and that is assured. The second one, Honorable Speaker, is that we don't have militia in that school. What we have is security guards belonging to a company known as Sewu Security Company. They cover security during the day, 2 of them, and also at night we normally have 2 security guards in that particular school.